Okay, so it has been a while since I posted a vlog, so I just decided to do one now. Um, just to update everybody. I've actually been in England the past few months. I been studying abroad here since January, and last time I posted a vlog I think was a little over a year ago, maybe longer than that. I'm not entirely sure when the last time I posted a vlog. I remember it being when I was studying for finals, so it might have been a little over a year ago when I did. So I apologize. I actually made a promise to you guys that I would document my Miss Hajani adventure or journey last year when I was a contestant. So that pageant would actually decide if I was going to study abroad or not. By the end of the Hajani days, I ended up winning second attendance, so that basically meant that I was able to study abroad this semester. Last semester did pretty good, and then it came to the time of getting my letter, and it came late along with many others actually. So, but other than that, when I got the letter, I was able to have enough time to get my ticket and everything, and I was able to get stuff finished and basically finalize my place here. So I am going to basically give everybody a rundown of what I've been doing. Um, if you really want to go into detail of like what I've been doing in certain cities, then it would be great if you could comment below and let me know which stories you would want to hear. And I will do a separate vlog and just go into detail of those certain places that I've been to, but I'm just going to give like an overview of what I've been doing. So I am in Plymouth, England right now, which is southwest of the United Kingdom. I arrived on January 7th. I took a plane from Albuquerque that day, and I arrived in Dallas about an hour and a half later, and had to wait about 4 hours for my next flight to get to London. It was okay. Waiting took a while though, but basically just waiting that time was worth it when finally the plane arrived for us to leave, and we left about 10 o'clock their time, and I arrived here about 1 during the day the next day. So if it was 10 o'clock in Dallas, so 6 hours ahead, it was about 4 a.m. here in London when I left. So I guess in a way the flight was about 8 hours, maybe more than that. But it was a long flight. I hardly slept at all, so I was really jet lagged once I arrived. Best part was that my uncle Brandon actually was there to help me get settled into London itself. We arrived at the hotel. We settled into our room, and then my uncle really wanted to take me to Piccadilly Circus in London, and I was pretty excited because I didn't exactly know what that was. But then I arrived, and then that's when I found out that's where that big how do you say it? The big sign that shows all the advertisements in the middle of the square. Basically, it's basically a place where everyone goes during the night. It's like a nightlife kind of place, so it's beautiful. Well, I was pretty tired by like 8 o'clock in the evening, so I asked my uncle if we can go back to the room, and it took a while by public transport in the underground of London, so it it took a while, but we arrived just in time. It was around 9 o'clock when I fell asleep, so it was like 2 o'clock back at home when I passed out. We woke up the next morning. We took a bus from London all the way to Plymouth. We left about, let's say, 8 o'clock or 9, and then we arrived in Plymouth around 1 or 2. As soon as we arrived, we went straight to my campus university, and I basically just got stuff done that I needed to get done, got my questions answered, and also getting my room ready, because all my uncle was mainly concerned about was getting me a bed to sleep in for the next 2 months. And it actually looks pretty good. So this is a little thing of my room, my closet over there. We got a sink in here. This is my bed right here, and my amazing posters. And let me turn this Sorry, I have a few more posters. You can see Sheldon in the corner. It's my calendar. And I have, well, I don't know if you can see it. It's like another one way up there. And the other thing I like about this room is the beautiful windows. It's a bit bright right now, so, oh, that's trash. Okay, and we got settled in, and then we went to our bed and breakfast. It was so beautiful. It was like right there near the ocean side. We didn't have a view though, because it was night, and when it was in the morning, we barely saw the ocean. That's another thing about Plymouth. It's like right next to the ocean. It's so beautiful. The first day of orientation was January 9th. I spent about 3 days with international students, and actually made pretty good friends with them. We basically talked about what we're going to do for classes, what credits, basically how everything's going to work the next few months, and they really were counting on making us feel welcome and basically being prepared for an entirely new culture that is totally different from America, obviously. And my uncle stayed until Friday. He took a bus from here to Penzance, and I was kind of sad because he was a touch of home basically when he was with me, and I really enjoyed having him with me, and he really prepared me for things that I would probably not even know about if he wasn't here. So I thank him for that. And then the first week of classes came. For each of my classes, we only meet like once a week. That's for 2 of my classes though. The third one we meet twice a week. One is a seminar and the other one's a lecture. So each of those classes is like 3 hours per week. And it's pretty nice, but at the same time, I'm kind of used to like 1 hour 3 times a week. But as far as just meeting once a week, that's just fine in a way. First few weeks went by. The very first trip I recall taking was to Exeter, which is about an hour away. Again, I'm gonna just give you an overview of where I've been going to, and if you really want to know what I actually did in those cities, comment below, and I will do a separate whole video and go into detail of what exactly I did, when I arrived, when I left, what I did with, and who I went with. So it would be great for you to do that. The first trip was to Exeter. It was in January, and the next weekend I was supposed to go to Oxford, but I overslept that morning. Big mistake. But I ended up finding out that the trip that they went on, the bus broke down like 4 times. I think like twice on the way up and twice on the way back. So and from the sound of it, it sounded like they enjoyed it all. But when they were actually in Oxford, it was beautiful. So I haven't gone there yet, but I do plan to, probably sometime this month or maybe even next month. Where else did I go to? February. I actually need to bring out my planner. I don't remember all the places I went to, so hold on really quick. This is my little lifesaver. I've been documenting everything in this planner of mine. Okay. Alright, let's go back to January real quick, see where I went to. Yep, trip to Exeter first. Second trip. Oh yeah, I've been making like small little trips to London every once in a while. The very first quick trip that I took to London was in February when I went to the 50 Shades of Grey premiere. I saw Jamie Dornan and what's her name? Dakota Johnson, I think that's her name. It was amazing. Again, if you want to know more details about it and how I actually did it, comment below. The next trip I took was to Bristol. Bristol is about 2 hours from here, and it was beautiful there. I've heard that Bristol is actually a place where they're basically Wallace and Gromit originated, or they were obsessed with Wallace and Gromit, and I thought that was pretty cool. And when we showed up there, I noticed that a lot of the houses there were really comparable to how it looked in the movie, or the show, sorry. And then the next trip that I took was to Dublin in Ireland. I went there for a concert that weekend, and I just made a weekend trip out of it. Want to know more? Let me know. The next trip I took was to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. That was a beautiful trip. I loved it there, and that's so far my second favorite country I've been to there. Want to know more? You know the drill. Basically, January to March was classes and small trips here and there. Oh yeah, there was another trip I took. Oh yeah, there was a small trip I took to a place called Nuki, and it was just a one-day trip, and it's during a thing called Reading Week, which means there's no classes for an entire week. It was really good. I loved it. And it came to an end for the spring term as of here, and then it came to Easter holiday, and that actually took up 1, 2, 3, about 4 weeks, so it was like close to a month of a break. The first place that I went to as soon as Easter holiday came around was London, and I went with 3 of my friends. Want to know more? Let me know, please. I'm giving you a broad version. I spent 7 days there. I loved it, and beautiful. London was just beautiful. I will just say that right now. And then on April 3rd, my dad and my uncle arrived at 10 in the morning that day, and they spent a week and a half with me here in Europe, and I loved having them with me. We went to here in Plymouth for a few days, and then went to Paris for 3 days. That was beautiful. Again, you want to know more, please comment. I would love to share that story with all of you. And the next place we went to was Denmark, Copenhagen. I will tell you right now, that's my #1 favorite country that I've been to so far. And the next city or country we've been to was Amsterdam. I know I've been there before, but my uncle and my dad really wanted to go there, so I went there with them. And then we ended our trip in London for 3 days. And as soon as they left, I came back here to Plymouth and just been preparing for my papers that are actually due this Friday, next Thursday, and next Friday. And today is April 21st, 2015. I am here in Plymouth right now. So that is basically a rundown of what I've been doing. I would love to share my stories with all of you, and if you really would like to know what I did in those cities, Exeter, Bristol, Newquay, London, Amsterdam, any of those places, it would just be great if you would comment below or give it a like maybe, and just let me know which ones you're really interested in knowing, and then I will make an entire video of explaining exactly when I arrived, what we did, and just go into full detail of everything. I will say right now, I love it here. It is beautiful. It's exploring Europe is just amazing. It's just something I've never actually thought I would do. And here I am. So I am making this video for all of you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're curious of how I'm keeping up with my little tradition culture out here, I have this with me, protection for me, and it's been very helpful. It's gotten me through a lot of things, so thank you to my mother for putting that together. And, well, she didn't really do it. She put together a little ceremony for me, so I can't really explain what happened in that ceremony, so I'll just say it helps a lot. And I don't think I have anything else to say. I just wanted to update everybody on how I've been doing. Want to know more stories? Let me know. Hope you enjoyed this video. I probably said that like 3 times by now, so I'm just gonna stop now. All of you have a great day. Hopefully you'll let me know if you want to hear my stories. That's on net. Bye.